Heyo, how's it going, everybody? Hope anyone who's watching this at some point in the future, or right now even, is having themselves a fantastic day. Welcome, my name is Relikai. I'm gonna play a video game on the internet, and tonight that video game is going to be Genshin Impact. Yeah, we're continuing on with the whatever the event that was happening before Nahida's birthday started up. We're going back to that one. Brain's a little fried, Sunday brain, definitely for sure. And mostly was doing some heavy duty VTuber reps, so yeah, feeling all kinds of wonky, but it's all good. It's all good. You know why? Because this event, unlike the Nahida birthday event, is actually voiced, so I don't gotta do any stupid dumb voice acting like I had to do for Nahida's birthday. I can just sit back and just let the characters do all the heavy lifting for once. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, so one thing I guess I want to say that I've been doing recently is actually I've been playing lots of Metaphor. So after I did my initial stream where we took a look at Metaphor for about 4 hours or so, I didn't really touch the game for a while, and then once the election happened, I was like, okay, I need something to just kind of disassociate myself into and just distract myself from all the bullshit that's going on in the world around me. And I figure, hey, you know what? I was really hyped for Metaphor, but I haven't touched it since. Long form Atlas RPG to get lost into seems like a perfect time to go ahead and start losing myself in that. So if you follow me on Blue Sky, then you've seen me post up a lot of screenshots as I'm going through the game, because the game has got bars upon bars, and so I've been posting them. I've been posting them every single time they come up, and it's been therapeutic for me, Yola, how's it going? Appreciate you stopping in. Hope your night is going well. How you doing? How are things going on your end of the world? Yeah, I was just talking about how, yeah, after the election, I was needing something to just throw myself into and ignore the outside world. So I've been playing Metaphor Refantasio, and it's really good. I've been really enjoying it, and yeah, all of my progress is getting documented over on my Blue Sky, because the game just keeps on putting out bar after bar, and yeah, it's been a real fun time. I feel that. Yeah. We all just kind of need something to be able to lose ourselves in, and do some self-care, and then and until we can rebound. Need to dump Twitter too, girl. I'm telling you, get on Blue Sky. It's so much more chill. Literally, there's no bots, there's no ads, there's no AI ads in all of your replies. There's no corpos in there just flooding up everything. There's these big, huge compiled lists of accounts that are dedicated to things that you might want to just, mass block, like relating to AI or crypto or MAGA and all that sort of stuff. All I ever see on my timeline is just all of the artists that I follow, and yeah, that's it. It's just a bunch of sick, nasty art, and yeah, it's so much more chill. Do I still need an invite to get on there? No, you haven't needed an invite for Blue Sky for at least about like 6 to 8 months, but I want to say actually closer to a year. When I got in, I think that was like just maybe half a year before it went public and you didn't need invites anymore. So yeah, actually I think it's been about maybe a year. So yeah, I've been on there for a while and I've seen like 3 mass exoduses to Blue Sky. Every single time it's a whole lot of fun seeing a bunch of people. Like literally all new people who show up are like, this is so much nicer. Everyone's so much nicer. There's none of the cringe bullshit that's on Twitter, and like I can breathe here. And that's also another thing is that you know the little sidebar on Twitter that always shows you like what's trending, and it's like a lot of the time you'll see something over there that like looks like it's just designed to make you upset and angry, but you can't help but click on it. You don't have that on Blue Sky. It's literally just your timeline is who you're following, and that's it. So yeah. How about the other one that started with M? Mastodon. So the thing about Mastodon is that it's every single Mastodon is created from a web of different they're called instances. Basically think of it like Discord. So on Discord there's, Discord, the app, but then within Discord, there's a bunch of different channels that are dedicated to, different streamers, or dedicated to different video games, or dedicated to different interests or hobbies, or just regular people can have their own channel that's just like them and their friends and whatnot. And Mastodon's the same way, where there's Mastodon the site, and then it's made up of a bunch of different basically mini Twitters that are all dedicated to different things, different specific interests. And some of them are like the biggest ones that are basically supposed to be kind of like a Twitter, but again, they're all separated from one another. What makes Blue Sky different is that it's much more like Twitter, and there are certain things about it that are kind of like Mastodon, where certain things are kind of broken up and decentralized, but for the most part, it's basically just Twitter, because it was made by ex-Twitter engineers. So that's what makes it feel a little bit more communal. Mastodon's cool because, yeah, you can have your basically own Twitter that's basically just dedicated to a specific niche interest of yours, or it could just be like your own Twitter for you and your friends or something like that. But because of that, it's difficult to sort of like keep up with lots of different people. So it's different use cases between the two. That's a relief. Blue Sky doesn't have that. Yeah, not having shit that you don't care about and is designed to just make you upset being pushed in front of you even though you don't want it. It's so nice. It's so good. Hey, what's up, Vic? Appreciate you stopping in. Hope your night is also going well. What are you talking about? We're talking about Blue Sky. I guess Yola's thinking about hopping on there at some point. Sounds complicated? Yeah, Mastodon's a little complicated, but again, if you just think of it like Discord, think of it as Discord except for, except for like Twitters. So instead of Discord being made up of a bunch of different channels, it's basically like Mastodon being made up of a bunch of different mini Twitters. That's sort of like the simplest way I can explain it. Gonna start paying mad attention to where my money's going, like business owners. I mean, yeah, that's always that's a pretty good just sort of like self-culpability thing to keep track of. Because as a vegan, I kind of have had to be trained to do that for almost a decade now. Next year I'll actually have been vegan for a decade, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, knowing like where your money's going, it's good at the very least to at least know, you know, even if you maybe can't help but still give money to those, you know, people and those corporations, because, you know, you need things like to put gas in your car, or you need you know, to buy certain foods or whatnot. It's at least good to at least be cognizant of that information and not remain ignorant. Yes, the algorithm. Just Vampire Survivor binging. Man, you like that's kind of just a part of your life, ain't it? Is Vampire Survivors. That's just like, it's always there. It's always going on. And you know what? That's cool. That's cool to sort of like have that constant. Again, in this day and age, having some sort of constant, some sort of rock to keep you anchored is a lot of people, I think, take that for granted, and it's good to have that in your life. New hobby is Chinese tea. Chinese, not Japanese, huh? Very interesting. Yola turning turncoat towards the other Asian countries. Oh boy. Japan's not gonna be happy about that, but I won't tell if you won't, I suppose. So yeah, I was what I was wanting to say earlier is that, like, yeah, I've been playing lots of Metaphor, and I was actually thinking that once we're done with Kamikaze Lost Plains, I think I kind of want to do a few streams of Sky, Children of Light, because I think right now, kind of like reaching out and connecting with community, it's an important thing to do at this point in time. And I haven't played Sky since the last time I streamed it, which was a while ago at this point. So yeah, I'd kind of like to maybe do maybe 2 weeks at the very least worth of weekday streams, and then after that, I don't know, we'll think of something else. I actually just got Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, you know, like the first one, the old one from back in the 2000s. I got it on GOG, and I don't know, I was kind of looking at it and I was like, maybe I'll play it. We'll see how well it works, because yeah, older games on new hardware, a little finicky, but who knows? Maybe it'll all be worked out. Castlevania one is pretty big DLC. It's like a supplement. I see. Too much yapping in Kamikaze Lost Plains. Impossible. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, there was a lot of talking last time around. I thought we were eventually gonna get to some point where I felt like, okay, this feels like a good spot to stop. God, I haven't actually really thought about, because we stopped right before a big choice that we have to make. So I still haven't really given it a whole lot of thought. I'm gonna probably maybe have to do that tomorrow, and we'll see what we eventually end up doing. Yeah. Let's see. Nice. Prince of Persia. Never played the series. You never played any of the Prince of Persia games. God damn. Well, then maybe that would be a good thing to show, because yeah, Prince of Persia, those games were great. The second one, Warrior Within, was very much a product of its time. It was very edgy. It had fucking Godsmack in it for no reason. So yeah, it comes across as really dated, but it's kind of amusing because of that, you know. It was just a reflection of what people thought like gamers wanted at that point in time. But yeah, like I never actually owned Sands of Time, so I don't think I actually ever beat it. I played it at my friend's house. And then after that, I got Warrior Within, and I did beat that. And then I also did Two Thrones, which is the third one. So I've beaten the second and the third one, didn't beat the first one, so yeah, I kind of maybe should do that in all honesty. Emulator for some of the old games can be finicky. Well, again, I got it on GOG, so it's like a legit licensed copy, and I own it because again, I got it on GOG, not Steam. So that means that I actually own, it's DRM free, so I own the files. Like, I get to have the download files. I get to put them on my PC. So if GOG like shut down or they lost the licensing agreement to Sands of Time and it gets taken off the store, doesn't matter. I have the files. They're mine, so I can keep playing it. And that's why I got my GOG account, and I've started, if I can get a game on GOG instead of Steam, I will, just for that sake of game preservation and, you know, taking a semblance of modern video game ownership back, particularly, you know, for PC gamers who for the longest time haven't really been able to own their games. That's why I've even like rebought games that I already had on Steam, like Cyberpunk and The Witcher, and Worldless and Wavetale, and I've rebought them just so that I can have like an actual copy that is mine, that I can have, yeah, just for the sake of being able to have that ownership once again. So yeah, if anyone out there cares about that type of stuff, I highly recommend getting yourself a GOG account, and whenever it's possible, getting the game on GOG rather than Steam. I was a young brat back then. Never got around to playing the old God of War games either. I played the first God of War. I think I maybe got like through a quarter of the game, and again, I just wasn't at that place. I wasn't at that place where I was like, yeah, this is my jam, you know, playing these types of games. You know, that was kind of right around when I was getting into RPGs, so I was playing like Persona 3, Tales of Vesperia, or no, not Tales of Vesperia, that was Tales of the Abyss back then, Final Fantasy X, Dragon Quest VIII, all that kind of stuff. Games in the past had some story, but they're a great classic for sure. Just hate how some companies need you to have an account to sign into the game that you bought just to play it. It's a shitty choice. I mean, yeah, it's, and that's the, for me, it's less about needing an account and more about just like a bunch of different companies trying to have their own launchers, you know, like Rockstar. I hate the Rockstar launcher. That's why once I finished Red Dead 2, I literally deleted it off of my computer, and I won't put it on my computer again until Red Dead 3 comes out, because I'm not going to play GTA 6. I've literally never cared about GTA. So yeah, I know it's gonna make like $5 billion or something like that. I don't care. It's kind of nuts how much I do not care about Grand Theft Auto, but I really like Red Dead. So yeah, when Red Dead 3 gets made in like 2032 or something like that, I'll have to get their dumb stupid launcher again, and then I'll delete it once I beat it again. But yeah, I mean, like GOG and Steam, to a lesser extent Epic, because Epic just kind of sucks, but you know, at least they're like a centralized marketplace where you need one account, and then, you know, the games are there, and then you just get the games on that service. You don't have to get a new account for every single game from every single developer. Yeah, I mean, granted, gacha games are the same way though. That's really annoying, but I mean, with that, you know, what can you do? Literally each one is owned and operated by a different publisher, and you know, they literally run the service, so there's not much you could do about it, honestly. GTA Online, never played it. Shark Card is to compensate how slow and grindy the online one is. It's like, don't want to do this. Yeah, I was, again, never interested in any GTA stuff. I played a couple of GTA games, like back in the PS2 era. Like my dad played it, my friends played it. I watched and tried a little bit of it, and I was like, yeah, I don't care. I just don't care. I just completely bounced off of the games. That's the long and short of it. But all right, I've been yapping for nearly half an hour here. Let's go ahead and get the game started up here. I don't think, did I do my I don't think I did my dailies, but you know what, it's fine. We'll save those for afterwards. Those were fun. It's more like the goofiness of it that I enjoyed. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just the whole vibe, the whole energy of GTA games just completely missed me. You know, that's just a preference kind of thing, you know? Like, again, I really like the Red Dead games, but, you know, I would say, yeah, those are probably a lot more straightforward. They're much more of a straight shooter type of game. You see what I did there? You know, despite the fact that they're made by the same developer with similar types of, you know, game creation philosophies, you know, it's just, it is what it is, you know. Scared they'll get rid of physical games. Oh, they want to. They 100% want to, and in some cases they 100% have, particularly if you get your games for PC. Like, you essentially can't have your own physical copy of a game, which is again why GOG is so great, because yeah, even though you don't have the physical copy of the game, you get to keep the DRM free files for the game, put it on your hard drive, and so at the very least you own the game. You own the digital assets required to play the game. So again, if the game gets taken off of GOG, you, as long as you had downloaded it, you still own it and you can still play it. Unlike on Steam, where if a game gets taken off of Steam, you just can't play it anymore. It's just gone. So I mean, yeah, but I mean, you can still get, like, you know, I've got my collector's edition metaphor box back there. That's for Steam. You know, I got a Steam code for it and put it into Steam, and that's how I got the game. And unfortunately, I guess they don't really do that sort of stuff for GOG. You know, there's no collector's edition GOG copy of games coming out where you get the physical, you know, set with all the cool physical extra stuff, and then you also get a GOG download code, so then you can have the files on your own computer. Game companies just don't want to do that. And then in the console sphere, you know, you have to pay extra for an add-on for your system to be able to play physical copies of games. And then even if you do buy the physical copy of the game, a lot of times the disc, you put the disc in and it still makes you download the digital version of the game. It's so frustrating. So even if you have the physical copy of the game, it's basically just like a USB disc, which is a USB stick that you then use to download the game. It's it really grinds my gears. And so again, like in this space that we right now occupy, GOG is basically the best option that we kind of have, especially again for PC Master Race. So yeah, but I don't want to go too far down this rabbit hole. Let's go ahead and or you know what, maybe I can let me kill the BGM, and then let's get over here And then maybe I'll yap for a little bit more about this while
We should take a break after
we
all.
do my dailies. Let's see. Not being able to re-download the game you bought on Steam, that sucks. Yeah. I hate that. My local library buys games and it saves me so much money. Oh yeah, I forgot. You do all the you just get games from the library. You don't actually ever buy them. Which, I mean, hey, you know what? That's I mean, when you're spending like $50 on Japanese dish sponges, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do in order to save your money somehow. That's scummy. Yeah, well, I mean, like, here's the thing, like, Steam hasn't given us any reason to, you know, to be too, suspicious of them, because, by and large, you know, the way they've moved for, I think, close to 2 decades now, they do right by their customers, you know, so there's really no precedent for us to, be suspicious of or have any hostility towards towards Steam. But you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, Steam is pretty monopolistic when it comes to the PC gaming sphere, and yeah, if they ever did decide to do a heel turn, like, there's literally no recourse that we have after that. Because yeah, I mean, at least for the most part, if Steam ever decides to turn scum, you know, where are you gonna go? Epic? We're not going to Epic. Which is why, you know, it's nice that GOG offers some third-party alternative, because you know, even if they don't have the most massive and newest and most up-to-date library of games, like, you know, you can still get a pretty decent selection on there. I mean, like, they've got Baldur's Gate, they've got No Man's Sky, they've got obviously Cyberpunk and stuff like that, because it's owned and operated by CD Projekt Red. You know, they've got new games like RoboCop that came out just like a few years ago, I think now. So they've got newer games, but yeah, I mean, like, I can't get Metaphor on there. I can't get what's another new game? Even like what the fuck? No, get me off. What was that? Bruh. Why would they do me like that? Yeah, you can't get things like little niche games like Cuisinier or what's another one that I was wanting to get on there? Freaked Fleep It, you know, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, there's trade-offs for sure. Library saves people so much money. I beg the companies to stop being so greedy and not get rid of physical discs. No, libraries are very, very important resource for lots of people. I actually saw, I don't know if this was a satirical tweet, but I saw somebody, no, it was actually on Blue Sky. I saw someone make a post where they're like, hey, if you get a library card, you can go and rent books that you wouldn't otherwise be able to get, and there's also movies and video games there. It's great. I was like, is this a joke? I can't tell if you're joking. You literally sound like you just discovered libraries like 3 days ago, and you're speaking this like it's some kind of like you're about to put them on stone tablets. Did you actually just find out what a library is? I don't know, man. I don't know. Nowadays, I can't actually just assume that everybody is
How many forging commissions
not
do I still have to finish?
kind of a little bit of a slow poke in the you know, brain area, or just not even in the brain area, but just, you know, knowing things. So I don't know. Some like 19-year-old might have literally just been like, guys, have you ever heard of a library? Like, you can get books and movies and not even have to pay for them. That's like that sounds like something that a 19-year-old TikToker would put on their timeline as like a life hack. Like, hey, instead of buying video games or books, just go to the library. It's like, what? Are you serious? Wow, I never would have thought to do that. You, just drown already. Go. Oh, okay, you're not gonna go? All right then. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, there's more. Okay then.
Hey there! Fire!
Forget it.
Well, with rocks.
Ah, get over there.
No speed ahead! Shower me with this! Watch out, slide! Well, Blade! But the mountain's veins boil! This way!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jesus. Okay. That was giving me more trouble than it ought to have.
Strike a pose!
Okay. Let's see. There's a game that had the DRM screw people over even though they bought the game. Yeah, that's another thing, is that they, you know, a lot of times when you buy legitimate copies of video games, they put their whole stupid de novo anti-cheat bullshit onto them, and it literally makes the games run worse. So for being a legitimate paying customer, you know, you actually get a worse experience than if you just decided to pirate the game and then you actually own it yourself. It's honestly crazy. It's crazy out here, man. GOG, it's called. GOG, like literally GOG. It stands for
Ad Astra.
Good Old Games, I believe.
Thank you for
And yeah, it's literally just Steam, but run by CD Projekt Red, the developer for The Witcher and Cyberpunk. Still got some time left. Never heard of it. They need better advertising. GOG? Yeah, I mean, it's again, kind of niche, even though, again, they're, you know, owned and run by a pretty big developer, just like Epic and Steam. But, you know, I think a part of it is that they don't get like the newest hot off the presses games. So I think that's a big reason of why a lot of people probably don't utilize them as much. I think, again, it's also for a lot of people that want to play older games, you know, like Sands of Time. I don't trust the youth. Yeah, it's hard to know when they're legitimately being ignorant, and I don't know, when they're memeing or something like that. New age people discover libraries and be like, I discover something that no one else has. Yeah, It's literally like when TikTokers go over to Japan and they're like, oh my god, you guys, you could go to convenience stores and like pay your taxes. It's so crazy. Oh my god. New Discovery influencer. Yeah, and they removed the Korra Airbender game off the internet. Yeah. I think that was, I'm not really sure why. I heard it was mostly fine. But I mean, I don't know. The Korra thing is weird. I think, did I look for it on GOG? I think I did, and yeah, it's not on there. It's literally just gone off the face of the planet. Anti-piracy is bullshit. Yeah. Can't get it from Steam anymore. Yeah, no. You can't get digital versions of the Korra game. You can't get physical versions of it either. The publisher just doesn't want you to play the game. And that's the thing. It's like, you know, that's the thing that's dumb, is that publishers can just say, yeah, we just don't want you to be able to play these games anymore. And then they can just make it happen. That's the future that we currently have one foot in the door right now. And they want us so badly to get our other foot in the door, but I, at least personally, will not let them. First time I've heard of it, honestly. Yeah, I think for a lot of people, well, the thing is that when Steam recently had to make their change where they have to legally put on, every time you go to buy a game on Steam, there's a little tab there now that says you are purchasing a license for a game. You're not actually buying the game. So you're buying the license to be able to play the game as long as Steam has access to the game and grants you access to it. Which, again, for like 20 years or something now, Steam has done right by its customers, so there's not really a whole lot of reason to think that they might do a heel turn, but with huge mega corpos, you can never be 100% certain. Granted, they are a private company, they're not public, so they don't have shareholders and stock and value and stuff like that, so that usually helps keep companies from being too cringe. But again, they are a capitalist megacorp, so they're already inherently mega cringe. But at least they're the least worst mega cringe megacorp out there, as far at least within the video game sphere. They didn't want to pay to renew the license or something. Yes, exactly. Does a Steam game stay in the library until they remove it? Yeah, with Steam, as long as they have the game, you can keep playing it. But that's the thing. If the game gets taken down, or the licensing rights for the game lapse, or Steam just decides, yeah, we don't want this game on our platform anymore, it's just gone. So again, with GOG, when you buy the game, you download it, the files for it go onto your computer, so you own the digital assets necessary to play the game. So you actually own it. And again, it's DRM free. There's no de novo bullshit. There's no anti-cheat de novo DRM shenaniganery on games that you get on GOG. So, anyway, after all that, went and did our dailies, yapped about the cringe state of at least the AAA gaming landscape and video game publisher fuckery. We can finally get to the event here, the Rainbow Destined to Burn event, which is going for another 8 days. So last time around, all I remember is that some kid went missing, and we're helping Granny Sitlolly to find him for reasons that I can't quite remember. So yeah, let's just go and do it, and maybe my my memory will get jogged as we continue on. And yes, this event was recorded before the VA strike went into effect. So we'll actually be able to hear, well, at least some of the characters. I think Kachina is still mute, which is unfortunate, but I think she's the only one in this event, at least. So, I mean, Shilonen and Sitlolly, at least, I remember were talking.
This is the spot.
Yep, see, there she is. Let's see. The yapping was your dailies Genshin dialogue style yapping. A little bit, I suppose. Why are they striking? Because when the whole writer-actor strike was going on, like, last year, I think, the Actors Guild came to an agreement with the studio heads to not use AI to replace on-screen actors. But apparently they just left the voice actors out to dry for some reason. And the voice actors didn't like that. And so now they're doing their own strike right now. And yeah, unfortunately, you know, the animators, I think, are also striking. And yeah, you don't hear literally anything about it. No one's talking about the animators strike. No one's talking about the voice actors strike. Because animation, voice actors, that's all involving dumb, stupid cartoons for dumb, stupid babies. So we don't care about any of that. Also, the writer and actor strike were much more disruptive to the Hollywood system because, yeah, without writers, literally nothing gets done. So, you know, none of the TV shows get written. None of the, you know, weekly or daily daytime talk shows get written. None of the movies are getting written. Nothing is getting done if the writers aren't doing anything. So yeah, lots of people paid attention to that one. And then obviously, you know, the on-screen actors don't do anything. You know, that disrupts the production as well. Animators and voice actors don't do anything. Yeah, again, dumb, stupid cartoons for dumb, stupid babies, so who gives a shit? Which sucks, because I love animation, and I love voice acting, you know, just as much as I love writing and on-screen acting, but yeah, general populace just doesn't care about dumb, stupid cartoons for dumb, stupid babies. Good luck to both of them. Yeah. Hopefully they've got. No, well, who am I kidding? They don't have enough capital to be able to ride them through this storm. So I mean, if you happen to have, like, I don't know, a spare couple of bucks that you can throw at the voice actors or the animators, you know, if you care about animation and everything basically revolving around it to any degree, I would recommend, you know, going out and donating a little bit to their funds, because I'm pretty sure those are literally just there to give people money to be able to buy food and rent and stuff like that. There's gonna be a writer-actor VA Hollywood crash at this point, the video crash of the 80s. No, I mean, like, at worst, all the voice actors just get, you know, replaced with AI. So, you know, we all get to hear that amazing AI voice acting that we see in those really awkward AI personal assistant advertisements that get put out by, I don't know, whatever tech giants are trying to make that our future at this point. AI monopoly is also starting to jump off as well. Exactly.
An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui soldiers here.
Auroron, that's right. Yeah, he's I think he got mixed up with the Fatui, and now they kidnapped him, but I think apparently he's left us clues to try and find him. So, and I don't remember why we need to find him, but we're finding him for some reason.
I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with a Fatui. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him. Or perhaps trying to extract information.
Oh, I think this is the kid that gave the Fatui the information that, first of all, please stop staring directly into my soul, baby girl. It's not that serious.
However,
okay.
I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of a fight.
Yeah, so I think the kid we're looking for gave the Fatui the information that gave them the in to be able to infiltrate Natlan and nearly kill the Pyro Archon. And I think we're trying to go after his ass and nail it down somewhere. So I think that's why we're looking for him. And Lolly here is our connection to said kid. And I still am not certain if she's a granny, like if she's got like a Farzan kind of thing going on where she looks young, but she's actually a lot older than she appears, or if like just because of the way she acts people call her granny, kind of like when, you know, when you're like 30 years old in a VTuber chat room and you make a reference to something from like 2002 and they call you an old man or an OG-san because you were alive and older than the age of like 6 in 2002, and you're like, man, why are you doing that to me? Silali be like, you aren't supporting AI, are you? Silali, she seems like a good girl. I don't think she would support AI monopolizing voice actor jobs. 30 is in demand. I mean, you know what? I kind of think you might be right. Because especially since I think all of the Zoomers, like the oldest Zoomers, are starting to approach 30. So yeah, they're starting to be like, oh man, you know, actually 30's not that bad. I'm just saying, man, like 30 is still pretty young, you know? Or they make you feel like dust. Yes. I mean, literally in Japan, being over the age of 30 basically means your bones are dust and your skin is made of paper, and you're literally about to die tomorrow.
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
Could you tell us a little more about him?
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone had a hand in raising him.
I feel like we saw this before. Maybe I ended the game like right in the middle of a cutscene or something.
He learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids, living off of what he harvests from the garden.
A simple life. But where there's hope, somewhere someone is calling for you. You know, 2 worlds, 1 family. You gotta trust your heart and let fate decide to guide these lives we see.
He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place.
Yeah, we have seen this this cutscene before. I guess I must have interrupted it in the middle and it didn't finish out. If that's all there is to him, then he really doesn't sound like a bad person.
Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all of our questions once we find him.
And I remember we were able to read her thoughts somehow.
He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston.
That reminds me, are
We
you
can
getting
use that
adjusted to the
substance to track
Zoomer
his
lingo?
movements.
It's cringe, but I'm grinding by a stone wall every time. They already made a Skibbity Christmas song. Oh my god. I mean, the Michael Bay Skibbity Toilet movie is in production, so... And you know that the best time to release a movie based on a meme is like 3 to 4 years after the meme was ever, you know, hot to begin with. Man, yeah.
Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail? Paimon doesn't see anything.
Wait, is this before we started reading her mind? Okay, no, we were definitely doing other shit already.
Oh, right. I forgot your eyes don't naturally perceive such things. Here, give me your hand.
Okay, yeah, now we're going to be able to read her mind, and we're going to be able to hear all of her, insecure tsundere thoughts. Insecure, hag tsundere thoughts inside of her head.
Huh? How about now?
What do you see?
What do your elf eyes see? I can see the trail now.
Whoa, Paimon can see it now too!
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you. For a short while, you'll be able to see the phlogiston too.
Wow, you can even share your senses with us? First time Paimon's heard anything like that.
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the Traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's. When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. You're extraordinarily gifted.
And you're extraordinarily Vocaloid.
Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron. Good luck, you two.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that?
Oh, Paimon was just complimenting you. Really?
Yeah. The Paimon expression. Yeah. Lol, lewd. It's... We were holding hands.
What does she mean by deep and confusing?
There she goes.
As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to. Is there any other old hag who's as fluent in the language of the youth as me?
Oh no! She's literally about to start listing off all of the skibbity gyat phantom taxes in Ohio that she knows.
But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match their speech patterns, but given the looks on their faces just now, or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be, right? Don't tell me they're still getting the impression that I'm super old-fashioned.
I went to all the trendiest weeby loungewear stores that I could to get all of this top of the line Hatsune Miku ass aesthetic clothing. What do they mean that I'm still an old hag?
Huh?
I think I just heard a voice. Wait, but it wasn't with my ears. Was it all in my mind?
Was that Seat Lolly's voice?
Ellipses. Seems Paimon heard the same voice, but she also looks like she understood what's going on. Let me think. It must be a side effect of the spell she cast. I like this dramatic smash cut to her face as she just doesn't say anything.
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Some things are best done with the help of friends.
Aw, we're her friends? So now we can hear her thoughts through telepathy. Wow, this is amazing! Something like this could only happen with Seat Lolly.
Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smoothly.
We give this super smug, self-assured expression, and she's like, "Oh ho ho ho, I see. So they must think I'm hip and with it still." Again, I think I mentioned this last time, but I do really appreciate Citlali and her virgin killer top that she's got going on. She works it and she rocks it hard. Again though, I don't know why she looks like a Vocaloid character that made a guest appearance in Honkai Impact or something. You bet. Just leave it to us. Alright, investigate the campsite ahead. Don't tell me what to do, game.
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there. Yep. Judging by Paimon's experience as a guide, it definitely looks like people set up camp here.
Your powers of perception are frightening. It's literally the moment in Avatar when Toph's like, it feels like an avalanche, but also not an avalanche.
Wait. The phlogiston here is a bit odd. Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here. Could it be some sort of symbol?
It looks like a cool S. Wow. I didn't know Auroron was so based and dank and even dope.
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. So Auroron was indeed being threatened.
Sorry. I just actually thought of it being the cool S and her being like, oh, only someone from our tribe would recognize this ancient sigil. It just amused me in ways that it probably shouldn't. I remember watching a video that tried to actually find out the origin of the cool S, and apparently we just can't find out, because apparently there's been instances of seeing you know, icons that look like it as far back as I think like the 50s or 60s, potentially even earlier. So yeah, I guess, I don't know, it just collectively entered into the subconscious of the human race at some point. Oh yeah, cool S. Yeah, only the coolest and most dankest of kids had it, you know, lining the margins of their notebooks. It was on notepads, on jungle gems. I drew it on the board in the office at my work. And it's been there for like over a year. They did erase the one that I put on the glass marker board in the boardroom, but they kept the one inside of the smaller single person meeting room.
We've got to find him. Fast. Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, he was probably under the Fatui's watch.
He was trying to be discreet with his cool S.
If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there?
What?
I can't have him caught in the crossfire.
Okay, so she is a granny?
No. I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well. How annoying. No, I've got to stay calm and keep my composure.
Stay calm and keep my composure. I've got to keep it down and stay composed. Did they translate these lines with AI and then have a script adapter actually adapt them into English? God damn, man. She is actually Granny. Also, hi. What's up, Lee? Well, awesome. She's that's pretty cool, actually. Why are gilfs like suddenly in? Isn't one of them new animes also got a gilf in it? Like, what's it called? Dan Da Dan or something like that? Literally, that's the only thing I know about that show, is apparently there's this really hot gilf in it that everyone, particularly a lot of the artists that I follow, are really into. I want to see Sit Lolly draw a cool S on some structures or rocks. Hell yeah, man. And so this kid is her grandson then. That's nuts. That's actually crazy. God, why does her phlogiston shit like run out so quickly?
There are traces of people staying here too.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up. I can also smell a mix of elements in the air. Pyro, electro, and some other elements as well.
I can smell electricity. What the hell does that mean? What does electricity smell like? Does it smell like ozone or something?
Kanich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense so many more things than us.
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me.
Hey, yo. Jeez. Oh, bratty Paimon. Oh boy, in need of correction.
There are signs of a struggle here. Judging from what's left on the scene, there must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate ways. Both the phlogiston and the elemental traces in the air support that.
Seems like Auroron found a chance to fight back.
Do you still remember the little mark we found before?
The cool S?
Thinking, what if Auroron wanted to leave another distress signal, but was caught by the Fatui?
She and Farazan would either be best friends or trying to compete using Auroron versus Kale. That would be cute as heck. I would be down to see that. They've got to put that in a future event. They just gotta. Seat Lolly looks pretty worried. Indeed, judging by the distress signal from before, aka the cool S, Auroron was being held by the Fatui. So given the difference in numbers, he probably wouldn't have been able to overpower them.
Given there are 2 signals leading from here, we should split up as well.
Alrighty.
I'll take this direction.
Let's
and
do
leave
it.
the other one to you. Let's meet up again later.
I can smell electricity, just like how I can smell my LCD TV.
Auroron, what the heck were you doing?
I mean...
It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring other people into this as well. You little brat.
At least with a CCD TV, LCD TV, you can smell the plastic.
And off she goes. Traveler, did you hear all of that as well?
Yarp.
Once Seat Lolly left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but there was no response.
So the telepathy doesn't go both ways.
So you were thinking the same thing. Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what we were thinking in our heads.
Nope, this is a one-way street, I guess.
She did say that she was quite adept at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had any trouble with it in the past. Huh, maybe we're a special case and can hear her thoughts as a side effect.
Yeah, and the white noise plasma as well, if you get close to it. White nose plasma.
If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a different picture from Paimon's first impression of her.
Alright, this is where I remember us leaving things off. So... Man, I love Shilonen so much.
Some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead.
I love skating around with her. Too bad, again, like her shit runs out so quickly. There are traces of phlogiston here, but
Did you find something?
I found some traces of phlogiston, but the trail completely ends here.
Huh. So we can't tell where Auroron might have gone from here. That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. We can't make anything of these footprints either.
Well, I guess they just disappeared into thin air. Definitely not some kind of underground shenaniganery going on here. I failed Sheilanin 143 polls. Oh, sheesh. God damn, I'm sorry, Lee. I guess I won't tell you that she just showed up off pity. You know, me doing daily single polls, and also after I'd already won like 4 50-50s in a row. Definitely won't mention that at all. Hey, guaranteed I'm not going for Chaska. Oh, there you go. I feel like I feel like I like Chaska. I feel like it. I don't know. I feel like I should like her more, but I don't know. She's like, she's hot, and she's been heavily featured in the story, but I don't know. I don't know. She just doesn't got the sauce, I guess. She doesn't got like that Dea, Nahida, Farina sauce. And I guess Sheilanin was, even though we didn't meet her heavily in the story, I think like her design was just so good that was okay. And also she's apparently really meta, so I think that also helps. Like, if we're not emotionally endeared to a character by them being heavily featured in the story, they have to be hot and really meta, and then they'll still sell really well.
But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right? We know he wasn't alone. He had all those Fatui with him.
Maybe he got turned into fontaine water. Paimon's right. This is all extremely strange. Also...
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth.
What the fuck is that? Ghost? Huh? Whose voice is that just now? Uh-oh. What's happening here? Also, look at that. Put a little Gaussian blur on the background. What do they think they are? Making one of my thumbnails? Hey, got guaranteed I'm not going for Chaska. Oh, I read that already. Ah. Hello? What's going on here? Oh no, are we back in the underworld or whatever it's called, the Night Kingdom? Yes, we are. Night Kingdom? How did I get here? Uh-oh.
I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire to hurt you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you're making a really great case for yourself with all of this shenanigan.
I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment.
I think that's most people.
And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the masters of the Night Wind. Hello, traveler.
Oh my god.
I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for.
Oh my god. He's someone's edgy DAOC. Oh man, look at him. All he's missing is the black sclera. Oh jeez. Oh no. You know what? You look like you're related to Sitlali. Man. But what does this mean? Have you escaped the Fatui's custody?
Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke.
The edgy grandma boy. Needs more black and red to make it super edgy. I mean, black and blue can still be edgy. The heterochromia definitely gives him an edgy advantage.
My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set up a meeting.
It's the captain? Wait,
greetings,
for real?
traveler from afar.
Oh no. Oh shit. Also, I like Lumine and her little defiant expression right here. She looks so tiny compared to these two, but she's like, yeah, I ain't backing down, no sir. Also, yeah, look at this kid. Look at this kid as fucking black fingerless gloves, his tattoos, his Hot Topic sleeveless vest top, his ripped jeans, his boots. Oh my god. No, if this was like 2004, this man would take over Hot Topic.
Be careful with this traveler. Her soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to her.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom.
Damn, is this the first time we've ever actually really seen the captain, like, in-game? Man. He has torn pants. I know. Needs spike wristbands. I mean, he does have wristbands with little danglies on them. So I think that actually works in his favor. Also, he's got all of the buckles and straps as well. Oh yeah. No, like this guy would be the missing member of the Advent Children gang. So, you're working together. What do you want?
I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you. In person.
What do you call this?
I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon.
Malwika.
I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan.
Uh-huh. I'll be honest, my dude, there's no real reason for me to believe, anything of what you say either. Funny enough, from what I heard and saw on the 4.2 stream, he is as good as Fischl. I mean that's good. I mean, granted, we've already got Fischl and Yaimiko, so we'll see how he differentiates himself. He was shopping at Forever Leather as well. Forever Leather.
If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
Yeah, after the way you got your ass handed to you and you ran away with your tail between your legs last time. Yeah, I could see why.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
Uh-huh. Alright, time to snap back to reality. Know what's a crime? Murder. Murder is a crime. At least, that's what Tales of Asperia told me.
Hey, what happened just now? You suddenly collapsed and stopped responding.
Don't worry about it. Was my soul forcibly removed from my body just now? That would explain why I couldn't hear Paimon at all. Body. That's how John Mayer would say it. I'm really into him right now. You better be okay with it.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground? Are you okay?
Yeah, this is just what I do.
See, Lolly! She froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground.
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere?
I'm fine, just a little lightheaded.
Don't worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But Had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have taken you on this trip with me.
Aw. she's trying to be all angry and abrasive about it, but she cares. She cares. This man can shoot his arrows in the air while Venti has the 1.0 Archon just exists. Shoot his arrows in the air. Oh, can he like? So does he have like a Wanderers type thing where he can fly, or does he have like a Shao thing where he can jump really high up into the air? If they were being truthful, then they must have reasonable motivations for what they did. But should I trust them? The captain? Are you asking if we should trust the captain? No. No, I don't think we should. I could just share everything with Paimon and Sitlali right now, but that'd mean giving up on the lead. I still haven't had much dealings with either the Fatui or the Masters of Night Wind. I suppose I'll stay quiet for now and see if I can find out anything else.
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. Sitlali should be able to, exorcise any ghosts or weird stuff that you picked up in the Night Kingdom.
Aw.
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, just say the word.
Thanks, everyone. I'm feeling fine now. Y'all can stop going crazy.
In any case, let's take a bit more time to rest now.
Even though the situation remains quite urgent, Auroran's words still echo in your mind. Meanwhile, Sitlali continues to keep her eyes on you.
Need to be more careful next time.
Jesus Christ, they still, like, 4 years. This game has been out for 4 years. They still can't figure out how to properly time these black screen texts, or just let the player choose when to advance to the next screen. Why? Why? I know you guys can. You do it sometimes. Just do it every time. God. Hey man, he's number one of the Fatui. He's pretty good at his job. Yeah, but why are we gonna trust him?
Feeling better yet, Traveler?
All right, let's get ready. I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers. I have a feeling that Auroran is probably being held inside.
Sure.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I was holding you up.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. We either move as one or not at all.
Aw, she likes us. She wants us to be as one. That's also very lewd. Why are you being so lewd, Sitlali?
But if you want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when the time comes.
Oh, I see. All right, Granny. All right, where are we going? Over this way. Coming through. God, you can't.
Look over there.
You've barely got any time to be able to enjoy the ASMR-inducing sound effects of her skates going across the ground.
Huh? Paimon thinks she sees someone in the middle of the camp.
That's Auroran. So he really was taken by the Fatui.
So that's Auroran. He does look the same as when I spoke to him in the Night Kingdom earlier.
All right, we'll take the lead.
Look at this man. Look at his fucking boots.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
Kosterlitsky. Why do I care about this man?
I cannot see the sun.
What?
Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you to move aside.
Huh? Okay, Mr. Philosopher. That's enough mumbo-jumbo.
Or is it not enough mumbo jumbo?
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head right off.
How dare you?
He's struggling to control her temper now.
How dare you refer to our hoodoo as mumbo jumbo? I'll have you know I take great offense to that.
Are you ready? Let's go kick their butts.
Okay, Granny.
On my count. 3, 2, 1.
Charge?
Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against.
Oh man, I can't use Seat Lolly. Dang it.
Stop that!
All right. Hear the echoes of the valley.
Fire! Well, with rocks. Let's shred, Sharky!
Hey there! Yoo-hoo! Time to shine!
Watch out! Fire! Well,
Bring it. Letting brave names echo.
let's ride! Time's up! Catch an epic wave! Attack!
Let the mountain's veins boil.
Carving wave! Watch out!
Boom. All right.
Auroron!
You don't have work to do, like coming up with your live journal new emo poem, meant to say MySpace. I think either can work, honestly. Live journal, MySpace, Angel Fire, just, anything.
Granny.
Granny.
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Lead, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Granny.
And greetings to you too, other Granny.
Excuse me?
What did you just call her?
Granny. Is that not right? You are Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I figured you're also a granny.
Do you know? Oh, I know that you're doing this on purpose, but also your tattoos look temporary. Just gonna say that. Yeah, look at this fucking man. Look at him. All the belt buckles, all of the straps, all of the boots and the torn jeans and the scarf and the shredded hoodie, and this fucking man is about he's about like 16 to 17 years too late to be cool, unfortunately. This man's acting. It's
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling everyone Gramps or Granny.
Hey, you know what? He's just operating on Hawaii rules, okay? Literally everybody is auntie and uncle. It's cool, bruh. Just chill.
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Hey, you know what? According to the internet, I think that's preferable over the opposite.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine.
Oh my god.
Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers.
This fucking kid.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone above a certain age as an elder I should look up to.
So this is your doing. The way he talks has definitely changed, but it doesn't feel like he's putting on an act. Yes, it does. He asked me to do whatever I could to help keep things a secret, and even said it'd be for Lolly's sake. Hi everyone, nice to meet y'all. How's it going, Robert? Appreciate you stopping in. My name's Relikai. I'm a literal random man playing video games on the internet. Feel free to just chill, hang out, chat, or lurk, whatever's more comfortable for you, and for the time you decide to stick around, I hope you enjoy yourself. We're just playing through the rainbow, the burning rainbow event thing in Genshin. We're getting back to it after Nahida's birthday event. So you treat everyone like your uncles and aunties. Yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
See? Hawaii rules. Yeah, we get it.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Auroron?
Oh boy. Oh.
Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3 warnings.
The 3.
Be wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
There's that. It's not a very good mnemonic device there. You literally just have to memorize these 3 things.
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. I always knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner or later. But getting kidnapped? That really takes the cake.
Oh, that really dusts my cake, if you know what I mean. I don't know what that means.
You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know. You're just lucky we got here when we did. Or we might be launching another search and rescue operation to find out where they put your severed head.
Jesus, okay, Granny. Calm down.
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more careful next time.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think there'll be a next time after this? Not a chance.
The family dynamics in this nation are a little bit aggro.
They didn't hurt you, did they?
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map of the ley line distribution.
Okay, now answer me honestly. Were you the one who helped the captain escape after his battle with the Pyro Archon?
Yes.
So why did you do it?
Because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey, I'm no ordinary Granny. Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Did you really believe everything they said at face value and not stop to think?
I like how she 100% just accepts this this Granny label. Again, like, okay, I still can't 100% tell if this is legitimate. Like, she is legitimately his actual blood-related grandmother. But like, if she's not, then I think it's really amusing that she literally just calls herself Granny. But since she does, and she also internally refers to him as her grandson, I'm going to assume that she is his biological grandmother, which, again, gilfs are in style right now, so yeah. The angsty kid, he's an idiot, but he's my idiot. Essentially, that's the energy that she's running with here.
Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind, and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Don't think for a second that she doesn't know what's happening. Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic. Have you forgotten the words that I've taught you?
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Fatui as evidence of your innocence. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Auroron, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions. Also, once we return to the city, come to the speaker's chamber with me. I'll need you to explain everything.
Oh boy, you're gonna get a mouthful, pal.
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my homegrown vegetables as well?
Your vegetables?
We went over this already.
Yes. I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon won't be too picky about the selection.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. if you do come face to face with the Pyro Archon, the first thing you should do is...
Genuflect.
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the Fatui!
Cahoots!
How exactly did the masters raise this guy?
Oh, right.
Okay. Yeah, so not entirely sure what this kid's deal is just yet, but it's all right. We're gonna find out eventually. Huh. Returns to the city, and Silali brings you to the speaker's chamber where you recount everything that has happened to Auroron. See? You see how this one waits until you advance to the next screen on your own? Just do this every time!
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in exchange for Sitlali's safety.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe, could I ask you to petition the Pyro Archon for her forgiveness?
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Sitlali is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you from custody.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here. I still have other things to do.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Auroron, please report back to the speaker's chamber as soon as you've received notice of the Archon's decision.
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
Get out of here. Go back to Overwatch.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my side of the deal. Once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were going to do that for a reason that I can't remember.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be counting on you.
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's
Okay.
as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait for the good news. Bye for now.
Can we instead maybe do washing backs instead of scratching?
Come with me, Auroron. We've got to find you a place to stay for the night.
I mean, certain types of back scratching would be okay, though.
Goodbye, other Granny.
This new grandson of mine is way too polite. Yeah? What? That look on his face, he's probably trying to remind me about my promise. I like that Lumine has accepted the Granny moniker, because she definitely 100% is not his biological grandmother. He doesn't strike me like as a liar. Had I not been seeing everything for myself, I'd have never guessed that he could have done so much work behind Sitlali's back. What does he really want?
We're finally done. All right, it's time to find some grub.
Paimon, there's something I need to tell you.
Huh? What is it, Traveler?
You pull Paimon aside and tell her everything that you saw earlier.
What? That captain?
Again, why? We just had a white text on black background screen that we were allowed to advance whenever we saw fit. Stop it. Just stop it. Ugh. Keep your voice down, motherfucker, or I'll cover it myself.
Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you really saw him in the Night Kingdom? And he didn't attack you? Oh, that Auroron, what is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. Paimon would have never guessed anything was happening.
Did he sound earnest? He sounded bored, in all honesty.
All that stuff about protecting Sitlali and being forced to help the Fatui when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along.
I'm still not completely sure. We still need more information.
Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you want to go, we can go together. We still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet with them when the time comes.
All right. So now, gotta wait until 20 2000 hours the next day. Let's do that. Also, I need to do this real quick. Let's see. I guess I can do, yeah, I can do one pull. Yay, debate clubs, my favorite. All right, now. Zoom. So right after sunset. I swear to God, she was just standing there all day long. I don't know what was wrong with her, man. All right, go to the agreed location. Maybe I will. Always gets me. It tickles my funny bone as well. That's why I keep saying it every single time. I gotta say, the BGM for Natlan, whether it's these orchestrated pieces or the super funky groovy ones, honestly, kind of the best in the entire game. Hey Kimmy, appreciate you stopping in. Hope your night's going well. We're just playing some Genshin, doing the Burning Rainbow event or whatever it's called from before Nahita's birthday.
Oh, please don't let this be a trap.
Nani? Well, look who it is.
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
Mm-hmm.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
Ghost?
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
Ugh. And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff behind people's backs.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Paimon and Sitlolly. That's funny.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could.
So what's the purpose of this meeting? Let's get straight to the point. Yeah? Yeah? Well, we're the only ones here.
It's all clear. Over to you.
Huh?
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character.
Oh boy. I'm only interested in the intel. I don't really care how the Fatui think of me.
Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side.
Aha! Yeah, you think that's going to work, huh?
If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid.
Hello, handsome. That's I love how lots of people will say that, you know, someone like this or Ghostface in the Scream movies or Pyramid Head in Silent Hill are hot when you literally just can't see their faces.
I've long heard
I guess
of
it's
your
just
exploits
vibes.
across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person.
Yeah, if it as long as the voice works and their vibes work, then yeah, they can be hot.
And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
Is that what you think?
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Uh-huh.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back?
Why do you guys care? What do you care about what a completely different nation is up to?
If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes.
Is that what you think?
Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan.
And what, you want us to do that plan first? You want us to make that our plan A?
Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the Abyss.
Yeah, no, I just, like... So apparently his whole thing is, oh yeah, she's told you what her plan is, but did you know that she has a backup plan that's far worse and less desirable than her first plan, but we want her to do the backup plan first. I'm assuming because it has a higher degree of certainty to work, but it'll, like, in order for it to work, you have to kill every single child in the entire nation and then use their blood to marinate the corpses of dead puppies and then feast upon their flesh and for it to be pulled off. Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. I'm okay with not feasting upon the blood child marinated puppy flesh.
We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
That's just your speculation, bro. You know, that's just like your opinion, man.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know.
Oh, it's enough for a lot of people in this country, unfortunately.
Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa's plan?
Wait, by seizing the Gnosis and making the decision for her, could he mean that the Gnosis has something to do with this backup plan?
I knew you to be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged.
Are you from Natlan? Again, I'm just confused as to why this man cares at all about what happens to Natlan.
And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
Again, how much child blood soaked puppy corpses do I have to consume in order for this plan to be pulled off? That's kind of a big part of it for me.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Jeez, just like that.
Something is rapidly approaching. Oh no.
Rapidly approaching our location.
Something! Bad news, chump!
Oh.
It's your granny!
I don't know why this is making me laugh. Just look at her. She's just like, rah! And then she's like, it's your granny. Literal oof.
See, Lolly? When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to.
Getting scolded by Granny. Out in public, no less.
How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Really?
I like this whole... Honestly, this is a pretty cool shot right here of her with like all the stars in the sky, and she's got her PowerPoint going on right here. Yeah, it's a pretty cool shot. Alright.
Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
I feel so guilty. I feel so bad about this. These teenager rebels and their youthful shenanigans.
You! That's it! Where are my tools?
Oh.
I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now, I'll...
Wait, Lolly! Please, calm down. We, still learned a
Her
lot of info,
tools?
didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore.
Was she looking for her chancla? Wait, she specifically said her tools. What the fuck does that mean? I immediately think of like the fingernail ripping scene from Higurashi. Is that the kind of tools you're looking for? I mean, that was implemented by another granny, so also look at her pout. She's so cute. I like Seat Lolly. Yeah, I'm looking forward to her banner.
So maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Yeah, this is no place to discipline a child. This grown-ass man that we're talking about slapping and spanking with La Chancla.
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. This isn't over. You hear me? You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. You two keep an eye on Auroron for me, okay?
You just had to bring up that scene. Yeah, a little bit. She's gonna give him the paddling in public. I mean, that is where it's meant to take place, I guess, apparently. Flood was the whole deal with all you hottie you are on screen. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. Why are there a bunch of hotties on screen? Cause it's a gacha game and all characters are only allowed to be hot. So, Christina V, who you can't be mad, and your performance. Christina V? I don't think this is Christina V. Cause, Christina V plays, Bennett and, oh god, why am I blanking on his name? Singsho. Yeah, she plays Singsho and Bennett. So I don't know if they would give her a third playable character to play. She's the granny before the 2000s when it comes to the punishment. Yeah. Damn. Let's see here. Alright, let's make our way downtown. God, she's so smooth. I just wish her skating could last longer.
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? You've got a head on your shoulders, Auroron. Use it!
Wait, what happened with these subtitles here? In all my years, seriously, this child, is the situation not perfectly clear? You've got a head on your shoulders, Auroron, use it. Yeah, it seems like some of these subtitles were not adapted by the script adapter and were just pumped out by the AI translator. Hello. Hey, Jinx and Minxie, sorry, I forgot to say hi to you guys. Thanks for stopping in. Hope your nights are going well and everything is groovy on your end of things. Just continuing through the Burning Rainbow event in Genshin here.
Why did you help the captain? And I want the truth this time. No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? What is his purpose in Natlan? Really? You're just going to stonewall me?
Oh boy. My boy, you've gotta say something. Otherwise you're really getting like both chonklas at this point. Looks like Auroron has no intention of answering her. What up, bro? Hello, Kiara. Welcome in as well. Everybody just showed up. Good stuff. Again, I swear to God, y'all have your watches synced up or something to all get in here at the same time.
Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you and everyone in the tribe. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
Where are you going? Like, I thought we were having a conversation. It's hard to have one if you literally just walk off.
Why is he staring at us all of a sudden?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this.
It's fine. Well, it's definitely a little awkward. No, yeah, it's always the worst. You're like at someone else's place, or you know, you're with another group of like family, spouse, friends that you don't know, and then suddenly there's just drama out of nowhere. It's kind of nuts. No, I was lazy today because I slept in. So everyone either syncs up their watches, or a couple of them do, and then the other one just like sleeps in. I think it's amusing. So good stuff.
Indeed. It's like going to visit a friend at his house, only to suddenly hear your friend berating a naughty Saurian.
Well, that's an oddly specific analogy. Wait, did one of your friends really do that?
Yes. And every time my friend scolded his Saurians, they would look at me the same way you're looking at me now. Helpless and embarrassed.
Dang. Whether you drama in the fans of them this game. I don't know what that means. Is there another drama going on with Genshin? It's pretty easy for drama to happen with Genshin since, again, it's like the most popular gacha game on the planet. And for a lot of people, it's their first and probably only gacha game. So yeah, you get all the normies like flooding into it, and wherever the normies are, that's where the drama ends up happening. She's asking if there was drama about the fandom of Genshin. Well, yeah, like I just said, it's there has been like a couple of times where there's been drama, either again because of people who don't play these types of games, and their expectations of what should be in the game not being met, or people who do legitimately play the game feeling gypped by the publisher not, you know, being more generous with their rewards, or being like pretty bare bones when it comes to events and whatnot. Which, granted, you know, there's legitimacy to both of those points, but yeah, I don't know of any recent dramas, you know. Back, what are we talking about? I guess Alice is asking if there's drama with the Genshin fandom, and I said that there have been before, but I haven't heard about any recently. So I guess my answer would be no. No, there is not.
Wait, but you're the one getting your head chewed off. Stop making this about us!
Indeed, you've got a point. Then please just hang in there for a little while longer. Granny should be done with her scolding session soon.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me? You.
You're the one who walked off.
Sorry, Granny.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like me?
What is happening here? This is getting a little out of hand.
You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me. Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables. I don't need anything from you.
Bro, girl, chill. Fucking chill. What a dude. This is getting awkward. What the fuck is happening? This is like legitimately when family drama gets out of control when you go over to your friend's place or something like that. Sheesh. Like, First of all, again, I don't know who the voice actress for her is, but like, kudos to her. She is putting in like an 11 out of 10 on all of this shit. But goddamn, like, Granny, just chill. There was a so-called plagiarism, the usual suspect, and their buzzword racism. The rewards, which I admit was bullshit. Over dramatic much. Yeah, no. This is honestly kind of awkward because my mom would kind of be like this sometimes, where everything would kind of just be fine, and then all of a sudden just like a little something would get said in a particular type of way, or something, and then just all of a sudden all hell broke loose. This is exactly what my mom would be like. Goddamn, Granny, take your pills. I know. Sounds like one of those romance anime with a crazy plot twist. Considering that that's her, he's her grandson, I don't know if that would be the best, they would make the best couple for a romance anime.
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get through to you. Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it.
What is happening?
The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you. And we've long closed the book on that incident.
Bruh, this is... you know what she's like? She's like the temperature over where I live. Like, during the day, it right now, as the seasons are changing, right now, like, it gets up during the day, and then once, like, the sun goes down, it just goes like shh until about like 6 or 7 in the morning, and then like it starts climbing back up again. So just now she got up to the apex, to like the 4 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon temperature, and then now she's fallen down towards like the 9 p.m. temperature.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history. I'm starting to get lost.
That's not it, Granny.
Huh? There's something off about that voice. What?
I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice. Auroron! Where have you gone?
Huh?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
What the hell?
Get back here this instant! Auroron! What is this? Powder from plant spores? Is that the trick he used?
He used a shadow clone on her.
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like that?
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion.
Oh man, genjutsu.
He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Oh, couldn't he have picked up something more useful?
God damn. Seat Lolly. And you set an example. I am taking away your computer. No more MySpace crap for the next 2 weeks. Oh, man. Vic is apparently opening up some old wounds for him, it sounds like. Tsundere alert. She's literally his grandma, apparently. So I don't know if that's the proper title to give her. I think she's just Granny.
Little brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to break his legs.
Holy shit! God, girl, you need to chill. You've got to. Does anyone know the number for Natland Child Services? Jesus Christ. Oh, bruh, wasn't an emo or got my computer taken away? If you say so. She looks angry. I mean, considering that she's talking about breaking her grandson's legs, yeah, I'd say you could probably say she's a little bit miffed. Seat Lolly, wait a minute. I had a fan base in this game, and you told me a bunch of grown men like me. Oh my god, I want to the world got into you. Say what? I mean, dude. Gilfs are in season, are in vogue right now, I guess. So, it makes sense. She's definitely one of those 90s moms.
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us? If his goal is also to protect Natland, then can't we work together?
He still doesn't want to tell us anything about his ghouls.
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee you would have gained anything substantial. Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. Oh, that brat. I swear.
God damn, she throws around the word brat more so than I do in an idle VTuber chat. The captain probably has some sort of substantial plan. Otherwise, Auroron would have no reason to keep following him. Meeting again is out of the cards for now, so it might be faster to just approach the Pyro Archon and confirm what the captain said. And also, I can tell that Auroron's stubbornness has hurt Seat Lolly deeply. I need to find a way to comfort her. We're gonna comfort her? I'm down. What was all that about Auroron's duty earlier?
We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time. It'll give me a moment to figure out how to explain all this.
Same with me. Man. Dang. Okay, well, let's see. So are we actually going to hear some stuff from her? Also, I don't think I took this route to get down to the stadium. I like this big wooden pathway. Oh, okay, so she's not actually going to say anything. Dude, it looks so funny when they run like down an incline. I think it works better when like you use a walk. Look at like this catwalk, kind of literally, because you know she's a cat. Good grief, the family has to get therapy. Yeah, I mean it's at the very least I feel like some conflict resolution skills could probably go a long way in this family.
Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about we get something to eat?
All right, it's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just realized how hungry she is.
Isn't that Paimon's default state?
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
Oh, hell yeah. It's okay, we can cover our own bill. Paimon's got a secret food fund, so she can do the honors.
How did this become Paimon's bill?
Ellipses.
Sweet Lolly looks quite down on herself. Alright. It's on Paimon this time. What's one meal to the best guide into that?
There you go.
So you can just sit back and enjoy, Sweet Lolly. Paimon will take care of it.
Paimon will take care of it.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks? I just wanted to treat you to a meal.
Oh, excuse me. Are we getting guilted into letting her pay the bill? Man. Look at that kinky walk. Nice. You gotta be very strong-willed and patient man to have Seat Lolly as a wife. Or a grandma, apparently.
Are you sure? We can save you some Mora.
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together. Let me get this one. I might be an old hag, but I like to think I'm not completely useless.
Man.
Sure, that's fine with us. But Paimon doesn't want you to be sad, Sweet Lolly.
Don't worry. I'm sure a juicy grilled steak will work wonders.
Man. God, I identify so much with Seat Lolly. Just like I might be old, but you know what? I still got the juice. All right. Ah, shit. All right. The three of you walk into a tavern and find a quiet spot to sit. You and Paimon order some food and fruit juice while Sweet Lolly begins chugging down bottle after bottle of wine. Oh shit, let's go.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
What are you looking at?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other. Are they twins?
Oh boy, here she goes.
But Paimon only sees one person there.
This is gonna be good.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. Give me another bottle, boss.
Do you think she's drunk?
Look at her. She's just like, I'd be surprised if she wasn't.
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention ones who've made a huge name for themselves recently.
she's just still down there, like, yeah.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Lolly. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know.
Oh.
I don't even remember the last time I saw her with a new friend.
Oh.
Wait, so you call her Granny too?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny.
Oh shit.
She's one of the most famous people at the Masters of the Nightwind. Most days, hardly anyone even dares talk to her.
So she's proper ancient, actually. Okay, what is her deal then?
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me. I promise I'll keep my alcohol down until I leave.
S Gilf, wow. Super Gilf.
Well then, you have my thanks.
After Chonka leaves, Seat Lolly downs a few more glasses and begins to stare blankly into space from her chair. Oh boy. You start wondering whether she's actually drunk or working through some complex problem in her head. Oh man, I really like these new, basically emote faces that they've given to the characters now.
Seat Lally? Seat Lally?
Just like right up in there, like, hello? Are the lights all on upstairs?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to test your skills against Granny Eatsley, don't ya?
That's right.
Are you still with us, Seat Lally? You're kinda talking to no one.
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me.
Oh my goodness.
You know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. It's always the same story.
What is happening?
You brats start it, I finish it, and then I end up with the reputation of being some kind of terrible monster among the shamans.
Okay, she's apparently got a lot of deep-seated issues and insecurities that she hasn't quite come to terms with.
I mean, come on. Monster? Me? Really? What did I do to deserve that?
Oh my goodness.
Granny Seat Lally, you're not a monster at all.
Exactly. And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know.
Oh no. Oh, I think they might actually be doing it on purpose at this point. Just trying to rile up the South Korean gotcha gamers. Oh man. Pop off, queen.
Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you.
Me? I guess I'm a new kid?
Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher. You tell him.
Absolutely. Thank you for all your teachings, ma'am.
That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can always rely on old Granny.
Oh my god. Dude, I love her so much. She's so great. I can't wait for her. You know what? They knew she was gonna be popular. I don't actually know if she's popular, but I fucking love her. And that's why they're like releasing her last or some shit. You can tell the VA is having fun with this character, for real. Korean got done dirty by Granny. She's cringe. What are you talking about? She's amazing.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open? Oh, jeez.
I love Lumine's expression here. She literally looks like she's thinking internally like, oh dear, this is quite concerning.
Behind this pitch black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke, the lingering smoke.
Excuse me?
She's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks.
Is that what's
Her mind's
happening?
actually racing at this point. It's quite the opposite of sleep.
Okay. Okay. Relica here, enjoy IOIRU. I don't know what that means. But I am enjoying all of her wacky antics, that's for sure.
Is this another specialty of the Masters of the Nightwind?
I like how Paimon can float, but for some reason she's like floating way down here and like still having to stare up at a woman who's probably not that much taller than Lumine.
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Sitlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks, few have been able to master hers.
Dang.
Warning, warning. Red, red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh?
Huh? Are you awake, Granny?
Traveler? Paimon?
That's us.
What's wrong?
Oh, Paimon sounded so cute and like legitimately worried right there. She's like, what's wrong? It means laugh out loud. Oh, is that what LOL. I thought it was 101. I was like, what does that mean? Yeah. No, I am enjoying her shenaniganery quite a lot. Oh god.
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Oh my goodness.
Phew. Okay, it's passed. That was a close one.
Oh Jesus.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table just now.
Not over my enormous jumbo tacos.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear. I've never thrown up, not once.
We didn't ask about that. All right, Granny, let's get you to bed.
Wanna take a quick walk and get some fresh air?
I hope you can handle her liquor.
There's so much that I want to say.
I honestly
but
don't know if I could.
I can't.
I only usually drink about like 4 beers at a time.
Why not? Of course you can.
Go home,
Just
Grandma,
let
you're
everything run.
drunk.
Please, Paimon. It's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would you think of me if I were to start dumping all of my complaints on you after we've only just met?
Okay, listen, I think I mean, you know what? Fair. She's already exposed her family dramas to us. Now she's gotten absolutely shit-faced, like completely and unrepentantly turned in front of us, and now we're asking her to trauma dump. This is not the type of behavior that you engage with brand new spanking friends. But I mean, hey, if we're already 2 for 3, I guess we might as well just keep going with it.
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all. Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame. I've lived all these years and still can't get rid of it. Surely you know the feeling too?
Nope, I am completely shameless.
Actually, about that.
Should we just tell her? Tell her what?
Huh? Tell me what?
Yeah, this is as good a time as any.
What, that both of us are ancient as well? Paimon, would you like to go by a wheelchair? Or would you prefer the tennis ball walker? Also, this man in the back, why is he giving us the extreme stink eye? She has a grandson. Where's the parents at? They probably got Disney'd away. All right, Lolly. Listen carefully and try not to get too upset. You described the events that took place during Auroron's rescue as objectively, fairly, and impartially as possible. Oh, they're telling her about like all the shit in the Night Kingdom. I see. See, Lolly shared some of her senses with you through a spell, allowing you to temporarily hear her thoughts. Oh boy.
So, you heard my...
Oh, we told her when we could. We told her when we could hear her thought. Oh, okay.
It's okay, Sweet Lolly. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? That's too much.
That's too much, man.
It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing.
This sounds very specific. As if somebody might have experienced this before. When you drink some other, don't be here to wash out her sorrow. Yeah. I give my ungrateful brat of a grandson Disney Plus at my request, and this is how he repays me.
So that, happens to you a lot.
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was just picking something generic.
I love her so much. She's such a fucking trip. Are you okay? I think we just need to ask her that in general. Are you just okay?
Take a walk with me. I have things to share with you.
It sounds like it.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
We should follow her just to make sure she doesn't do anything stupid. Wow, okay, Lumine. Okay. Alright. We're already over time by quite a bit, but I really just kind of want to see like what her deal is, like what is going on with her. Like once we get that out of the way, then I think we'll go ahead and call it there. Okay, where am I going? Go up here maybe? Another thing, Twitter's trying to cancel me for making an OnlyFans even though I'm trying to make friends. What's the deal with that? Oh man. Granny's OnlyFans. Let her live, man. Let her freak flag fly. Where am I going? Oh, here we are. See it, Lolly with an OnlyFans? Oh my.
Well, great view, right? I love coming here by myself.
Okay, this whole scene right here, this is complete bullshit. You can't see the stars and the like galaxy bands literally behind the full moon. That's not how it works, but you know what? I'll allow it.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Thank you for bringing us here.
You're making me want to cry.
Why? I literally just thanked you.
Oh no, what do we do? Please don't cry.
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. I'm just... embarrassed. Here you are thanking me. Even after you helped me all this time. Let's just have a casual conversation. It's easiest that way.
I mean, yeah, we could do that. Are you going to be able to manage that though?
Really? You don't seem like the kind of person who keeps things casual.
Well, I guess I used to be more of a stickler for the rules. And you're right, I don't usually open up to the people of my tribe like this. I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long, it might as well be true.
But you're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny Eatsley is a powerful figure. Be careful around her. That's what they'd say.
Well, you are powerful. Are they afraid of you?
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that, and people stop knowing how to deal with you.
Man, she's literally just too good, apparently.
What about you? Are you scared of me?
I mean, maybe in a certain kind of way. Not necessarily for the ones that everyone else apparently is.
We don't find you scary at all.
Paimon's right.
Huh. That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by existing. I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend like me.
Damn, she's just throwing out every single humble brag that you possibly could. Look, traveler, look at the stars. Everything the light touches is our kingdom. One day, traveler, the sun will set on my time, and as you and as the mascot. I think you might have mixed up your Lion King quotes there. I thought you were about to do the great kings of the past look down on us from those stars, but then you took a hard left turn into the everything the light touches is our kingdom.
Oh, not to brag or anything.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's hard to believe. Just pretend I never said anything.
Lumine. Just like, she literally was thinking the same thing as me. She's like, god damn, this humble bragging hag.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as his granny, right?
Even though you were threatening to break his legs.
Yes, but Auroran's a special case.
What if that's the star rail of Honkai up there?
Maoika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroran and me. You deserve to learn the full truth. Auroran's not like other people. As I mentioned, he was abandoned as a child. The reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen, capable of bringing about illness and misfortune.
Yeah, no, she said that he was orphaned. Okay, so he's not her blood-related grandma, then. I see.
No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. It's a miracle he wasn't devoured by some wild beast. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls. And in Auroran's incomplete soul, they saw a possibility for Natlan. A possibility to turn Auroran into a vessel for lost souls.
Uh-huh.
The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroran would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley lines and completing the ceremony.
Interesting.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Sending a living person to the Night Kingdom, wouldn't that just kill him?
Now you see the problem.
I guess straight in this universe, Avenue 1's 1,000 years old. There's no regular ages. Avenue 1's 1,000 years old. Oh, everyone's 1,000 years old? No, not everyone. A lot of people are. But no, there are some just regular ass people around.
When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. This loss of souls damages the Night Kingdom even further. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel, Auroran, would be sacrificed in the process.
Oh my god. More of this those who walk away from Amalus bullshit.
I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have the chance to make things better. Of course you're going to take it.
He's the Naruto of their universe. Just stick the big thing inside of him.
When the chief asked for my opinion,
I could have phrased that better.
I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either. So they went ahead with the ceremony. It failed, and Auroran escaped with his life. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit approval, but it's not like I did the right thing. If the ceremony was successful, Auroran would probably be dead. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear.
Isn't it in the entire
But
nation?
what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? By using a human life as a tool? It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed by my inaction, and absolutely relieved by the result. The plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. A simple investigation from Auroron would reveal everything. Everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. But just as I was about to put all of it behind me, he asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the ceremony succeeded?
Oof.
Wait, but it's not his fault.
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroron has a strong ability to perceive souls, more than any of us. He understands just how dire the situation with ley lines has become.
So he kind of had like a Last of Us kind of thing with shit. I forget her name. You know, the girl from Last of Us. It's not like Lily. I can't remember her name, but she's kind of got a situation like that going on. What's going on? Backstory, lore.
Maybe he chose to work with the
Intrigue.
Fatui because he still thinks he owes a debt to Natlan. I can only imagine what they told him.
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought Auroron into this.
Please look at me when you talk to me, Paimon.
Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back.
Yeah, that should be our next step.
You don't look so good, Sweet Lolly. Maybe you should head back and get some sleep.
All right, let's get you to bed, Granny.
Probably drank too much. It's okay. The fresh air is doing me good. Okay. Forget that. I need to go home. I hit it a little too hard.
Oh boy. she was just down there the entire night going, hit me baby one more time, and now she regrets it. Don't worry, you don't have to do any of this alone. Yeah, again, we'll help you into bed.
You've helped me so much already. How do I even begin to thank you?
Giving me your OnlyFans link?
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so you don't need to worry about us.
Good point. Well, I'll go home and get some sleep. We can figure out our next move in the morning.
Alright, please walk in a straight line.
I like the sound of that.
Oh, cute.
Auroron's probably back with the captain, don't you think?
If this were any other game, I would assume that she'd be dead by the next morning. Yeah, we should tell the Pyro Archon what we learned.
About the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us?
We should just be up front with her.
Yeah, you're right. We should just go to her directly.
Nice.
But she's probably asleep. We can find her first thing in the morning. For now, let's go to bed.
Sounds like a plan, little man. Alrighty. Cool. So we did actually go ahead and finish off that section of the event. Alrighty. Well then with that, let's see. Officially meet with the Fatui Harbinger. With that, I will say we can go ahead and call it there for the evening. Alright, so yeah, we went overtime here, but honestly, yeah, Lolly is hella fun. I really like her whole vibe. She's a trip and a half, and yeah, I look forward to when her banner gets put up. So all right, yeah, I think we'll go ahead and finish it off there. Thanks for the stream. Take care. Appreciate y'all stopping in. Thanks for the funny stream. Yeah, she's such a character. She is. So, yeah, unfortunately, I'm probably not going to get her now. Because I actually really like her, and I'd really like to get her, even if she's not meta. And that's just how this shit works. Even though I've won like 5 or 4 50-50s in a row for literally no reason. But alright, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it there for the night. So, I think... how much longer is this event going on? 8 days. Okay, so by next week, there will be... yeah, there will be 1 day left to go with the event. I don't know if that's going to be long enough for me to be able to finish the entire thing. I'll look into it, and if it looks like I wouldn't be able to finish the whole thing in a single stream, I might go ahead and just finish it off stream. But if you want to know if I'll have to do that, go ahead and follow my socials, and you'll know when that happens. No stream tomorrow, but on Tuesday we're going to be continuing on with Kamikaze Lost Plains. So yeah, again, follow my socials and you'll know when we go live. But for tonight, that's going to do it for me. So with that all being said, I hope you guys have yourselves a good night, a good day, a good morning, wherever it might be for you. Hopefully y'all have yourselves a good Monday tomorrow, good start to the week. And with any luck, I will hopefully see y'all on Tuesday. So until then, stay groovy, everybody.